Okay, let's check out the tail of the tape for this contest then. Bantamweight fighters are the same age. Siberia's Yan an inch and a half taller than South Korea's Son, but the newcomer Son outreaches Yan by 2 inches. For the introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record. 9 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 137 pounds. Fighting out of Seoul, South Korea, Jin Soo Son. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a boxer holding a professional record, 9 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 7 and 1/2 inches tall, weighing in at 136 pounds. Fighting out of Omsk, Russia, Pёtr Yan. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
Mark Goddard, the referee. Thank you very much, Carly, signaling we're ready for round number 1. Maximum 3 5-minute rounds in the bantamweight division. The newcomer, Son, and Pёtr Yan making his 2nd appearance here in the UFC. His debut was an impressive one. A lot of backing for the young Siberian. He is wearing the red. Son is wearing the black. Yan goes to work early to the body.
Jab lead kick from Yan straight away. Really, really fast. Beautiful head movement as well. Oh, that was nice from Son.
Son's last 2 fights, he's had opponents that have had a combined 51, 25 and 8 record. So he's been fighting a lot of experienced opponents.
Beautiful. Shakes that off, but certainly landed.
Yeah, I'll say so.
You know, one thing that always stands out about the Korean fighters is that they do sometimes fight with a bit of reckless abandon. You know, I go back, obviously, the Korean Zombie, who's Jin Soo Son's mentor. Oh, the other person that stands out, obviously, is Don Young Kim, who's a very aggressive, wild fighter. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I always think back to his knockout against Tyron Woodley, where he was just sprinting forward and ran onto a big power punch, but takes those risks, enjoys being in the fight, doesn't mind taking a few shots, and I feel like Jin Soo Son is the typical Korean fighter in that sense.
Yeah, it was actually watching the Korean Zombie's first fight with Leonard Garcia that got into the gym. He said he's a great coach as well as a great fighter. He can really identify the small details that a fighter needs to be successful.
Son is starting to land that jab quite well and frequently.
You know, for the biggest underdog on the card, he is not fighting like it. I mean, he's taking shots, he's smiling, his hands are coming down, calling his opponents on.
I love it. And we were talking about this playfulness, Dan, weren't we? We spotted it in probably the only fight that I managed to see him.
I believe it was Deep 83. He was fighting for a title, and he caught his opponent with a clean punch, and he ran forward with a big grin on his face, sticking his chin out. Confident in his chin, in his defense, as well as his reaction times.
And I'm curious, what happens to a guy like Yan, who is the huge favorite? You're coming in here, you're in Russia, you're fighting in front of people that support you, and then the fight's not quite getting finished. It's not going your way necessarily all the time. You wonder if that starts to overwhelm a young fighter. What happened there? Eye poke?
Yeah, that was about. He yelped as well when that went in.
Yeah, Jin Soo Son stepped forward and Pёtr Yan posted with his hand. You can see there. It was actually a flat palm to the face, but as Jin Soo Son moved away, he caught him in the eye with one of his fingers.
Quiet.
I'm just taking a look at the odds for this fight.
I'm not going to tell you again.
And Pёtr Yan is the biggest favourite on the card at -1,000.
Thank you.
And he has just taken a bit of a telling off from Mark Goddard, being told he needs to
you can see me? Yeah. Thank you. Okay, come in.
keep that fist clenched.
Remember, no more rounds.
New rules of mixed martial arts are in effect. Look at Son. He's leaning over the finish line there.
I think we kind of thought that with Son's style and Yan and how aggressive these guys are on the feet.
Nice.
Takedown and beautiful defense.
Korean Zombie in the corner, screaming at the top of his voice.
Right?
He obviously knows how big of a fight this is for his protege.
I think that just shows how close these two probably are as training partners, mentor, and teammates. That he's literally screaming instructions to Son.
Yeah, they only have about 10 pro fighters in that gym. It's been going about 5 years.
Oh! Looks incredibly strong, does Son.
He does. And that might be part of the reason he struggled with that weight cut on short notice. Only missed by a pound.
Yeah.
Still did better than Mirabek.
Oh,
that's
what
a lovely elbow.
Just seems to wear it so well, though.
Yeah. Son loves the fights.
There must be a toughness criteria for the Korean Zombie gym.
I'm sure there is.
Spinning elbow attempt there. Every time.
And he is in Jan's face, right?
In his face. Hands down as well. Oh, took a shot there as he walked in.
Yan, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I've seen him this fight week, he has been all smiles. He's been punching his right hand into his left palm in anticipation of this fight.
Throws a wild head kick there.
Yan usually trains with the Tiger Muay Thai team in Thailand, but because this was a home draw for him, he stayed at home in Omsk.
I think if he stays, if he continues to be under this kind of pressure from Son, I think he might have to start reverting to elbows a little more. I've got Paul Felder sitting next to me, the elbow expert, nodding away. Elbows, elbows. That'll work.
I can't even hear us talking in this crowd.
It's amazing.
If you guys could speak up, please. So Son has pushed Yan up against the fence. Got a good body lock on him at the moment.
He's definitely strong. You can tell that Son is physical for this weight class. He's strong. Hopefully that miss in weight was just because it's short notice. He had to do a little bit of traveling. I understand that. You know, it's tough.
He's been
It's
frustrated.
under 4 weeks' notice as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. When that happens to fighters, not that it's ever
Beautiful one.
This
Look
is
at
this
this.
battle that we got here. Let's get some more of that collar tie. We like that.
Right.
Last 10 seconds of this very entertaining first round.
Oh, nice right hand over the top and a big smile on his face. He knew that landed.
He's
Really
enjoying
fun.
his work tonight. That's nice to see out of a debut fighter.
Really fun first round. So let's take a look at this. Yan always pushing forward, trying to land those boxing combinations, but the footwork of Son was good. The confidence was on show from the beginning, calling his opponent on, stinging him with jabs and stuff. But look at this beautiful elbow there from Pёtr Yan. I do feel like he's going to need more of that in the next round because there's been a lot of pressure in this first round for him, and Son looks very tough in the clinch, very strong in the clinch. Even walking through those shots, he's still smiling.
Yeah, I think you're right. When somebody's not having success with the boxing and a guy like Son just pressures forward that much, the way to hurt somebody, there's no padding on those elbows.
Yeah.
You want to get a cut, and that's one thing that will deter a fighter from moving forward that much. You start getting cut, you start bleeding. It doesn't matter if you can take it on the chin. None of that matters. When the blood starts flowing, you've got to at least start being more cautious about that. Because once you can't see, I don't care how tough you are. If you don't see that shot coming, it's going to put you down.
I wonder if there'll be any kind of thoughts towards the gas tank of Son after that hard weight cut.
He's quickly becoming one of my favorite fighters.
The Asia scene right now for talent is just booming, isn't it, Dan?
It is. Oh, that was a sharp right hand.
Oh, and look at the way that he shrugged that off.
I just wish it was easier to research these guys, because, I mean, literally we could find one fight of Jin Soo Son.
Oh, this boxing from Pёtr Yan is
Really
superb.
nice. Oh, and again.
Look at these hands from the Russian.
This is the perfect kind of opponent for Pёtr Yan to show his best, because Jin Soo Son's not going to go anywhere. He's not going to get discouraged and start backing up, which is going to force Pёtr Yan to chase, which is exactly what he got in his debut against Ishihara.
For his own health, Dan, he needs to move his head.
Yeah.
Once again, looking for that 1-2 is Yan. He has a master of sports in boxing. We found out that usually means that you have to qualify regionally, then win a national tournament. That equates to about 60 to 70 amateur fights to be awarded that title. He was an Olympic hopeful, but got involved in an altercation, broke both of his hands before a big tournament. Mixed martial arts.
Wow, 2 in a row. Son feinted the takedown and Yan read it well, caught him with an uppercut on the way down.
Such a beautiful vocabulary of boxing that Yan has.
Yes. It's too close with the head kick, though. It's too risky for Yan to keep throwing that, because Son will continue pushing him onto his back foot.
Yeah, we got blood coming out of the ear of Son as well. He's eating a lot of shots. He's taking them, but he's definitely eating some big shots from Yan.
Oh, that's such a lovely straight left that he has. It's like coming out of a cannon.
Yeah, that's a beautiful left hand.
Straight on the rails as well, Paul. Out
just
back.
Doesn't overswing. Doesn't telegraph any of it.
And his footwork as well to finish cutting those angles.
Yeah.
I know you're a fan of those angles, Dan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
beautiful work. Look at this.
You gotta love this kid.
I do.
He's taking some
beautiful
punishment.
uppercuts there. You know, the one difference between the two of them is that when Pёtr Yan throws his combinations, his hands are coming back at the same speed they're going out. Whereas Jin Soo Son is throwing his punches, his combinations, and he leaves them out there for a second, which is why Pёtr Yan's now starting to find his way in over the top.
Jesus. And you see, because of that, Yan is doing a good job. He'll do this. He'll make the hard shell. He covers up because he knows that when Son throws his combo, he might land a couple, but he's going to drop. And that's when he explodes in with his own combo right after that. See, he'll like cover up, bang,
Nice.
comes back with his own combo.
That is
Double left
beautiful
and right
stuff. Absolutely lovely work from Pёtr Yan. Son has never been knocked out, but Yan is looking to detach his chin from his face.
Beautiful
Well
timing.
timed. Wow.
Over 2 minutes here to go as well. I mean, Jin Soo Son could really rack up some points on the judges' scorecards, but Pёtr Yan is still the one striking the most.
Oh, beautiful elbows from his back.
Really nice. It's that good foot position that Yan's got on the headstand.
Keeping the distance.
It shows his intention. He's not trying to hold his opponent down either.
Always got to be careful of that up kick in this position.
I imagine Pёtr Yan's going to rush to his feet in a second.
Well, he's doing some great work there. I mean, Gordon Ramsay would be jealous of those cutting skills.
He's controlling him well here, moving the feet.
Yan just can't seem to get enough purchase on the hips of Jin Soo Son to really kick him off.
He's going to throw them by the side and pick a side here. Yan does a good job. Oh, he passes.
Oh, but lovely underhook. Nice flow over the top there from Son.
Yeah, but Yan does a great job. Gets his butterfly hooks in. Oh, he was looking for almost like a
tornado armbar.
Yes, that's what I was
yeah.
looking for. Yeah. Sorry, my submission terminology is lacking in some days.
That's all right, Paul. We don't have submissions in Europe. It's just solid work from Jin Soo Son, who's now starting to edge it on the judges' scorecards, I'm sure, with this round, because this is good control. I mean, Yan has landed a lot of shots, but at the same time, he's still been under pressure. And now this is, 2 minutes in the bank almost in the grappling exchange for Son.
Yeah, this is a good position to see that leg as well, Dan, that's been isolated. We're going to take the back. Oh, it doesn't work, though.
Solid work from Pёtr Yan here. Nice front headlock position. See if he wants to do something with this or breaks clean.
Last 10 seconds, round number 2. Both fighters having success in this round. This fight just gets better and better.
Yeah, it's back and forth, exciting. That takedown was important, but here, let's look at the striking from Pёtr Yan, constantly landing these beautiful combos, goes to the body and head, and he uses that pawing jab or almost palming him here, just keeping the distance, and that snapping left hand has been devastating so far. And here's that left hook, right hand, beautiful job. And here at the end, it looked like this round could have been going towards Son. In the last second, he takes this opportunity, spins through, ends up on top, and gets back up to his feet, and probably stole the round because of that. I mean, it was going in his way anyway.
Yeah. I mean, difficult to score. Pёtr Yan's definitely ahead on the judges' scorecards as far as striking goes. I mean, the stats in front of us here, 38 for Jin Soo Son to 73 for Pёtr Yan. I mean, takedowns are going to even it up to a certain extent, but the damage is now starting to show on Jin Soo Son's face, even though he is happy to wear those punches.
Yeah, but they're hurting him.
Yeah.
Even if it's not rocking him necessarily, that swelling can be a problem. If he gets cut, that can be a problem. He's bleeding from the ear, which isn't going to bother him at all. It's going to hurt tomorrow, but it'll be okay tonight.
Dan, we often have conversations about you don't need to be technically proficient to hurt someone, but it's so beautiful to see striking like Pёtr Yan when it's done so well, so crisp, so clean.
Yes, it is. It is. I mean, he's showing what footwork and combination punching can be in mixed martial arts. I mean, this is a tough fight for him because he's a very scrappy opponent that's very unorthodox in the way that he moves.
I'm so glad the matchmakers have found this guy from South Korea. He's brilliant.
I mean, it doesn't really matter the result of this fight for Jin Soo Son because people are going to want to watch him again. We already know that Pёtr Yan's... Oh, look at that!
Counter left. Oh, with that left hand from Yan. Oh, my goodness. Right? It's a beautiful left hand.
It's like a joust.
He's really
firing it across the octagon. It's so quick.
Oh, nice. But still hands down for Jin Soo Son. He keeps feinting that takedown.
Oh, nice step through there for Yan. Puts him out again, the
beautiful elbow. Yan must be wondering what's keeping this guy on his feet.
Well, he comes...
Oh, nice.
Oh, combination.
Cheeky uppercut through the center there. Jin Soo Son just on his heels for a second. Now his nose is bleeding. Feinted the takedown, comes over the top with the right hand. Good uppercut from Pёtr Yan.
If you told someone that wasn't familiar with the UFC that these were two guys who are in the top 10...
Spinning elbow! How did he stay on his feet from that? That was beautifully timed, caught it clean on the face.
Someone check his mouth guard.
Yeah. Amazing.
What did he eat for dinner? That is unreal.
And a knee right off the
crowd responded.
Pёtr Yan has thrown everything and the kitchen sink at Son, and he is not going away.
Incredible.
Nice spinning back kick attempt there, but Jin Soo Son steps slightly out of the way of it. Counter with a right hook. Oh, and again.
Left hand again from Yan.
Heading towards the 100 strikes here now for Pёtr Yan.
This is beautiful violence.
It really is.
Lovely handiwork again from Yan.
A lot of time left too. 2.5 minutes left for Yan to keep landing that left hand. And he's switching his stances when he needs to give him a different look every time.
The crowd shouting Pёtr.
Chin to chin, and he's still there.
You've got to wonder if this is the first time that the Korean zombies realize what he puts his corner team through when he fights.
This is just an incredible performance from both fighters.
Nice uppercut there from Son, but he was a clip there from Yan.
Yan's always landing something because he's so quick.
Even if he doesn't land the first two punches, there's usually a third or a fourth that follows it. Still got good footwork, getting himself out of danger.
Oh. Glove to the face again by Yan. Better head movement from Yan is meaning he's avoiding a lot of these strikes.
I'm already looking forward to watching this one back.
Good luck choosing the replays for this contest.
Yeah, right. Have we got 15 minutes for replays? Oh, again, that snapping left hand of Pёtr Yan. He just leans in, he leans over his lead leg. Oh, look at that nice uppercut in the mix as well. He's still taking a shot every time he lands a couple though of his own. I mean, Jin Soo Son is still willing to stand in the...
Oh, he pounces on this opportunity, does Pёtr Yan. Man, he's doing his very best to put him away.
I think Pёtr Yan has just got to be like, what do I got to do to put this guy away at the moment? I mean, he's hit him with every clean shot that you could possibly land in MMA.
This is something I've learned from hanging out with Dan Hardy. This is like a worst nightmare for someone.
You know, people always talk about those dreams they have when they get to school and they've got no trousers on. I've heard that dream a few times. This was my nightmare. Hitting a guy hundreds of times, 114, 115 times
and
now.
And he's not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere. You've landed
head strikes.
Incredible.
100 head strikes.
You've landed head kicks, you've landed spinning elbows, you've landed punching combinations, beautiful uppercuts. And you've got a guy staring back you with no guard and a bloody mask and a grin.
Smiling, yeah.
Pёtr Yan is ringing off combinations at will.
And Son is still punching back, just not in the same volume as Pёtr Yan.
Incredible performance from both of these guys. Listen to the crowd when this fight's finally over.
Yeah, we're all doing it. We're all on our feet here in the Olympic Stadium. That is one heck of a fight.
What a fight that was, my goodness. Both the guys are walking around the octagon now taking some deep breaths. Let's take a look at this. So, as Yan steps in here, he gets caught with a shot here. Not expecting the big winging punch from the left hook of Jin Soo Son, but then after that, Yan's barrage continues, the elbows in the clinch, short shots, spinning elbows, look at that, beautiful. I mean, just for a second it looked like Song was rocked, but then he comes back, he works for takedowns. Pёtr Yan punching combinations in the clinch, though, was the story all day. And the snap right, the snap left hand continually was very effective against Jin Soo Son, who showed nothing but toughness.
Jin Soo Son was able to do what John Hathaway wasn't able to do against Stun Gun with that spinning elbow. He was able to stand there and take it. We will see the judges' scorecards. Bruce has those in his possession. Send it inside and hear the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Pёtr No Mercy Yan.
Congratulations to Pёtr Yan. What a fantastic fight that was. Can't wait to watch it back.